Here's a video where I ramble on about the importance of Borderlands 2's fantastic level design. Now, Borderlands is a bloody incredible game, and over the years it's become beloved by me and so many others. And just there's so many great aspects to the game, but one of the best aspects that gets overlooked is the level design. The level design is absolutely fantastic, just because of the amount of varied structures, the environments, the great aesthetics. It's just overall good level design. I'm just gonna start and talk about the amount of different environments and how it adds to the memorability of the game. Now, if you've played Borderlands, you've probably realised the amount of different environments in this game that it chucks at you. It is absolutely incredible. It goes from snow to complete volcanoes to purple iridium places, full corrosive swamps. It just changes up so much. Every area is so distinct, so memorable that none of them get meshed in your memory of the game. You just remember all these distinct areas. It completely contrasts so many other games that most areas are going to be most like the same, but Borderlands does the complete opposite, and it just adds to that experience. I could play through. It might add to, obviously I've played through it so many times, but I remember my first playthrough, I could probably think of all the locations and know exactly what they are, because they're all completely different with their unique own elements. They all feel like their own different worlds rather than a world with different towns. You know, it becomes like its own living universe inside a game, and it is just incredible how that varied designs, varied environments changes the game. It really is. It's such a strong aspect the game has. To me, I don't think this is the most crucial part of Borderlands 2's level design, but I feel like it is an element of keeping you back, keeping you wanting to explore. Just, you don't know what's going to be next. The game really pushes the boundaries of what sort of environment is going to chuck at you. Now, knowing me, you obviously seen the Destiny comparison coming in here anyways. Well, I played Destiny 1. I did not want to go anywhere near Destiny 2, and I apologise to anyone that actually really enjoys Destiny 2. That's just my opinion on the game. But I cannot remember. I remember one place from Destiny 1, and that's what I felt like the whole game was like, a replication of that place. No, two places. I remember the first, it was just like a basic sort of like mountains and that was like the first area, and the second being the final area. And then I'm excluding obviously the tower, because I just don't feel like, you know, you're visiting that so much that it's going to be ingrained in your memory no matter what. But I feel like it just emphasises how well Borderlands done it 5 years ago. And you could even compare it to Borderlands the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel does not nearly have half, not even a quarter of the distinct locations of Borderlands 2. And that's another reason Borderlands 2 is a lot better on face value than the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel is a great game. I don't enjoy it nearly as half as much as Borderlands 2. But that is an issue, and that's why Borderlands 2 stands so much higher than the rest. Now I'm gonna wrap this section up of this video, because it really isn't a video of me comparing to other games, and it's more a video about me gushing about how insanely good the level design is. So I'll let you on continue. Come, take it away, my fellow bro. Now on to my favourite part, the actual structure of the levels. Now I'm going to be talking about layout more specifically if we go into that, because you could talk about structure in terms of how the level's paced and all that. Now, when you look at Borderlands on face value, it is a game about guns and the abilities of your character. You know, it is a sandbox. The game creates a sandbox for you to use all these weapons, different playstyles, all these different characters, all these different unique builds. It offers so many ways to play the game, and that's why the simplistic level design of Borderlands 2 is so great. It doesn't need the complex level design as say Doom. Doom has got a fantastic level design, but it's a completely different game. This game is a playground, a sandbox for you just using your weapons and abilities and builds. That's what it is at the end of the day. And you might say, well, couldn't anyone just make a simplistic level design? And yeah, it is really simplistic, but why make it any other way? If they made it any other way, the level design wouldn't work. The game would feel claustrophobic. It would not feel as good when you go through the game. Because it's going to feel that much linear, because it is a linear game at the end of the day, but because it's open level design, you know, it feels really open when you're playing it. And that just allows you to play through the game all that much more, making it that slight bit less repetitive, more enjoyable. And it feels fun, you know? You can use any gun. It doesn't limit you off. You know, you're not going to be able to use... There's a few instances, but that is what does brilliant. It's that freedom the game gives you. I don't think a game can replicate how well and how loose it does it. It is phenomenal how much it adds to the game, or even how much it complements the rest of the game. You know, it plays to what we love about Borderlands. A great example for why this isn't just a cop-out and this is actual decision making is there is more structured levels. There's Bloodshot Stronghold, which to me is one of my favourite levels, and it really works well. You've got all the barrels, you've got... It feels fun because it's completely different from the more open level design, which ends up like it varies. It goes back and forth with the varied and more linear. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Borderlands also makes use of its environment. It adds another depth to the gameplay, another random factor, something to make you want to play it more and feel like things are different, like you can approach things differently. You've got barrels, you've got other enemies that could be attacking sometimes they're in the middle of a fight and you're there. Another great example is Goliaths. They're just incredible to fight. Get a Goliath and he can do all the work for you. You know, there's that many factors. Like you could even count like blowing up one of their enemies, or there's abilities that you can like aggro them onto each other. It is a complete playground. That is the moral of the structure, the moral of the story. That is on its face factor why the level design for Borderlands is so great. It is because it is a playground that complements the amazingly built characters with amazing skills, fun skills to play with, and incredibly unique and fun weapons. Now I'm just going to say that is a brief summary of one of the main aspects that attributes to the brilliance of what is Borderlands 2. And I want to thank you for watching it. It does really mean a lot. This is something completely different, and it is something I really enjoy. You know, I love talking about games, I love analysing games, and I love like picking out those things that no one really talks about. I do feel like it doesn't get the credit it's due for its incredible level design. You know, it's not just all about the guns. It's what complements the guns, pretty much. But I can't stress how much I appreciate all you guys for watching this, for being here, supporting me. It genuinely means a lot, and I love this. It just makes me happy to make these videos. I genuinely really enjoy making these, and I do understand that this isn't the best quality. There's some hiccups I've probably made, but it's step one, you know. I would love to do more of these, and each video will improve. That's what it's all about. Just getting better at what I'm doing best. Love doing best. Thank you guys. Have a good one.